Hi, it's Tuesday, I think, and this is today's Daily Tech Blogger Minute. So, I have an esteemed panel of colleagues here representing Cisco, VMware, EMC, or EMC, Cisco, VMware. I think I got the order right.
The order doesn't matter.
Please
man.
introduce
really
yourselves.
I'm Chad Saketch, responsible for all things VMware related to EMC, and you made fun of me last time, so I'm going to do it again. I'm also the author of virtualgeek.typepad.com.
I did make fun of you last time.
Right, and I deserved it then, I deserve it now.
That's your fifth plug of the day,
That's
too, Chad.
right.
Okay, I'm going to shut you down.
Ching. Too bad they don't have AdSense for podcasts.
All right, I'm Guy Brunston, Group Manager of Tech Marketing at VMware.
I'll just pass it to you next, Dave.
Okay. I'm David Graham, the Cloud Customer Advocate for EMC Corporation.
I'm Omar Sultan from Cisco, former host of the blogger Techminute.
Former host? Were you deposed? What did I do? And I am Chris Hoff, Director of Cloud and Virtualization Solutions for Cisco. And we have a plethora, I like that word, a plethora of things to discuss today, not the least of which are observations that we all made walking around the show floor, packed. Pretty awesome set of sessions today. You had mentioned that you're a little tired.
Yeah, it was, well, I mean, I don't know whether I should do this on record here, but, I was up until 3 last night, woke up at 7, so I'm powered by Red Bull right now, which means it's going to be an interesting evening. But, 2 super sessions. They were packed. We did one that was like this panel, a VMware, Cisco, and EMC panel, and then one with VMware and EMC. It was just great sessions, and one thing that was awesome, I don't know whether we caught it on video, but we were giving away one of these little iOmega boxes, right, that does, NAS and iSCSI, and cool, cheap, fun, great.
Yep.
And so I threw a Frisbee out in the audience. The first problem was I almost zinged someone, which would have led to a lawsuit, but then it landed in the middle of an aisle, and these 2 guys started to basically fight over it. Did you see it, dude?
Yeah, there was blood. There was blood.
So-
right in the middle of the
It's like
floor.
mixed martial arts
And
in
I'm
the
it was awesome.
VMware
Little
show.
slide tackle
Nicely
get tossed
done.
in on the side, yeah. It was good. Good times.
Guy, what did you see today that was interesting as you rambled about?
Well, I had a packed out session for my breakout session on VMware networking concepts today, which was fantastic.
I couldn't get in.
Yeah, well, I had just had a birds of a feather session. The guy was complaining he couldn't get into my session, and so I had to give him a rundown. But that was great to see, and the show of hands was we had about half the people were networking folks.
Oh, that's good.
So it's showing that this stuff is permeating the whole network ecosystem.
Cool.
So that was an interesting observation.
Dave, observation?
Hey, like you were saying, it's a packed place, and I got to attend a really great vStorage presentation this morning, as well as Chad's presentation this afternoon. And that was excellent. Good to hear some good perspective, a little bit of futures in there, which always makes me excited.
You're being very complimentary. I love the shirt, by the way.
I like it too. It was
Why,
free.
because he ironed his and we didn't? Hey, Omar?
Details. So a couple of things. A lot of traffic. Saw a lot of traffic to our long-distance DCI demo. Good follow-up to the blog post last night and the white paper we posted. A lot of interest on that. The other thing just came from Ed Bugnon's keynote, some really good statistics on really scaling VM or vSphere deployments in terms of being able to drive I/O, taking advantage of VM direct path and those kinds of things.
The performance stats in that deck are awesome. So we were sitting down last night, late, getting ready for today, and he showed me the deck, basically driving full saturation of all of the possible uplinks from the blade, the network workload. It's mind-blowing.
Yep. And it's a practical usage model, so vMotion, host-to-host communications, those kinds of things.
So to that point, when we were last at Cisco Live doing the Tech Blogger Minutes, the long-distance vMotion was a proof of concept, and now it is called a
Validated
solution. And what does that mean?
So we have a joint architecture that's been validated and tested by both VMware and Cisco. It's really the first solution out there. It doesn't solve every problem in every use case, but it gives us a way to move VMs between data centers up to 200 kilometers apart.
And since I'm in the just constant, basically plugging all of our stuff, we've actually got a 3-way session on this topic. So it's Thursday, right, Guy? Is it Thursday or is it Wednesday?
I think it's Wednesday. I'll have to check.
Wednesday at 4 or 4:30.
Maybe we'll get an update on that
4:30,
tomorrow.
yeah.
Cool. It'll include a demo too.
Yeah, and just to be clear, that's not just networking, that's storage, that's all the elements that you would need to
actually move a workload.
And we have representatives from, we've got our own engineering guy, Shudong Zhao, leading the session with Cisco and EMC representing. Chad's going to be on it, so it's great.
Great. Well, speaking of that, the other big thing that I saw today, or one of them as we go down the list, VMware's vCloud API.
Yeah.
Pretty darn exciting. when you look at being able to provide an abstracted capability for any virtualization platform and any provider to take advantage of cloud, that's fantastic. And so two really interesting both present and future roadmaps of two service providers introducing that using that concept, which is very, very cool.
The demo in the keynote in this morning was impressive on that topic.
Yeah, and it's really exciting because ultimately it's providing any abstracted virtualization and or cloud service to interface and provide a consistent way of doing so across storage, compute, network, everything, which is very, very cool. Mm-hmm. And so Terramark also introduced the vCloud Express, which is a great targeted set of cloud offerings and capabilities for the SMB, which has been, I think, in some cases thought of as being ignored, which is simply not the case. And now the technology is here to support that, which is very cool.
What was it? Credit card, 3 clicks.
Credit card and 3 clicks. Yeah, absolutely. Which is exciting. And then, did any of you see the demo of Savis's virtual private data center?
Oh, I missed that one.
That GUI?
It's very slick.
Oh, it's awesome. So they have it in the booth, but I mean, if you take that notion of 3 clicks and you're up and running with an instance, try 3 clicks and an entire data center. It's provisioned, drag and drop capabilities with firewalls and storage and compute. It's go to the booth. It's really fantastic.
Totally.
So if you haven't seen it and you're here, you should absolutely do that.
Yep. One of the cooler things we talked about yesterday's session is folks are starting to take these pieces, do their integration, and the Savis, Terramark, INX as something similar where they're starting to build all these and take solutions to market.
Yeah, it's good to see it come from theory to practicality, right? Being able to deliver on that as a first step towards the ultimate vision of that.
Yep. Let's see. I also saw some interesting notes on our Nexus 1000V with the integrated security features.
Absolutely.
Specifically, there are 3 features that I got briefed on that was pretty interesting from solving a set of problems that are not available today in base virtual switching capabilities. Dynamic ARP inspection, DHCP inspection, and IP source guard, which prevents
people from sneaking onto your network and man-in-the-middle attacks.
Man-in-the-middle attacks, which is a I mean, it's an oldie but a goodie when you look at the fact that in many cases some of the stuff that is being brought to market in the virtual switching space doesn't deal with some of these old-school attacks, which we need to keep mindful of. So, in wrap-up, anybody got anything else they want to talk about? You something about the self-paced labs, right?
Self-paced labs. We had a few glitches yesterday, but they're now up and running, and we're getting tons of people through. Up till about 3 o'clock today, we had 1,000 of these virtual labs deployed, and representing about 5,000 or 6,000 VMs deployed. So people are coming through it,
awesome.
And from my own bias, the networking lab's the most popular, which is fantastic.
That's awesome, man.
As it should be.
All right.
So the one closing thing is, are you going to the EMC customer appreciation party tonight?
There's an EMC customer appreciation party.
There's also a Cisco customer appreciation party.
There's a Cisco appreciation
party,
and there's also a VMware customer appreciation. You can see that we coordinated this very closely.
There's a VMware party. All right. Well, apparently we're getting doled up to go to our party. I think
there's lots of parties.
There's lots of parties. So wish you were here. Hopefully, if you are, you will go check out the things we asked you to go look at because we think they're pretty exciting. And we will see you tomorrow.
Great.
Bye-bye.
Bye.